back, you guys. We are back. Yo, it's been a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you guys have been hearing about it, but it is a lot of stuff trending now. First thing we're going to discuss is, of course, the Nicki Minaj, Trina, and a little mention of Cardi B as well. So it looks like Queen Radio has been trending. Of course, we already talked about that. But their beef that happened between Nicki and Trina was basically stirred up by Trina's A&R, which, if we already know the business world, your A&R is supposed to always maintain that business-minded composure. You're not supposed to be out here blasting artists and getting on other people's cases about certain things that are irrelevant now, you know. Pretty much, Trina came out and made a statement on live, and everybody was upset because she had told us that she was going to come out and do it. But she waited until like 11 o'clock at night to give her statement, and it was pretty much chill, you know. She didn't go off. She just told her people that are around her, her cousin, and I guess her management and A&R, that she didn't need them speaking for her. And I agree with that, because we already know Trina will address something if necessary. And like I already know, this situation is only going to go one way. You know, it's whoever has the most money. We already know how the entertainment business is. We know that these people thrive off of popularity and money. So, you know, I pray for my sister Trina, but I know that she is going to get a lot of traction picked up because of this whole situation. Of course, with Nicki Minaj, though, she's still yapping. Nicki Minaj was on Joe Budden's podcast, and they just dropped the full interview with her. And Cosmopolitan has a article, and they're saying, hold on, did Nicki Minaj just reignite her feud with Cardi B? Well, here we are. We're less than a month away from the 1-year anniversary of when Cardi B threw her shoe at Nicki Minaj and ended up with a big old bump on her forehead. And we just got a new development in their ongoing feud. Yes, they had to call a truce, but it seems the feud is back on. Let's get it right. Let's get right to it, because we know these two move fast with their reaction videos, tweets, and notes app roasts. So earlier this week, Nicki went on the Joe Budden podcast to talk about how Twitter and Instagram users have been ranking the top 50 rappers of all time. At one point, Nicki said, "I would feel so crazy if I had a #1 and Grammys and on the top 50 list," which people think is a reference to Cardi, who won a Best Album Grammy for Invasion of Privacy and had 2 #1 singles. Nicki, for the record, never had any #1s, never won a Grammy despite being one of the best rappers in the game. Nicki also got into how the Grammys brainwash people into thinking their awards are important and a major indicator of talent. Then she added, "I came in this game with an authentic come up, writing raps and doing what was actually necessary. No Instagram, no reality shows, no sucking, you know what, DJs." Understandably, people took that as a dig at Cardi, because Cardi was on the reality show Love and Hip Hop, and who is a certified clapback queen, took to Twitter shortly after Nicki's interview and wrote, "1 year and some change later, and my album is still selling on lists. Only lists I give a care about." So this is all so shady, but this is literally me right now, because I've been dying to talk about their beef for months. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. They have been beefing for a whole year now. apparently Nicki made a statement on Joe's podcast, and it was kind of interesting. She said in the camera that you can never take me out. There would never be a witch doctor that could take me out of this game and all this other stuff. But what I'm thinking is we got to look back to Trina and see how people have tried to push her out of the game. And karma comes back around, and we see how Nicki did jump on the Megan Thee Stallion train when it was convenient, and when somebody actually bowed down and was submissive to her. Cardi just wasn't that person. So I don't know why Nicki Minaj feels the need to mention things that reference Cardi, but it is interesting. And I think that Cardi might try to handle this differently based on her response that she gave. And that's cool. I appreciate that. That's very refreshing. But let me know what you guys think about this situation. And, you know, we can keep going later.
Not gonna talk about this no more. There is no beef between me and Nicki Minaj. There will be no disrespect for Nicki Minaj or nobody else that's on my album. I appreciate each and every artist that took the initiative to be a part of this The One album. Rico Love gave his all for me. Every artist that came out to do this album for me, they didn't charge me. I appreciate that.